One of the key things about the 12 boxes approach and the value conversation is that you get the client to talk to you about the value of what you're going to do, even before you've spelled out exactly what that is. Now, why should you do that? Well, there are three reasons, three really big benefits to you that we see. The first is pretty obvious. If the client tells you what the value to them is going to be, you're going to know. Now, you might think, well, I probably know already, I'm an expert. But think about it. How often have you been surprised at what the client has got out of a project that you didn't expect them to get when you first started? I can think of a couple of examples. In one, a head of a law firm was talking about improving the sales productivity of his lawyers. He wanted them to be more entrepreneurial. And you might think, well, that's just about improving the utilization and the profitability of the firm and all the rest of it. But when we pressed him a little bit to say what benefit he would be getting if we managed to achieve that, it turned out that what he was thinking about was whether the law firm was going to be a sound investment for him during the course of his retirement. That's a whole bigger picture than the one that we were thinking of, and it underlined to us the importance of that. Somebody else that we were talking to the other day about improving their own personal effectiveness with clients and switching to a new line of business for them. And we found out that one of the benefits would be that they could give up the large office suite that they had been occupying for their previous business and cut down the amount of administration and let off the office suite to somebody else if they wanted. So again, that was a benefit that just wouldn't have occurred to us if we hadn't asked about it. So the first big reason for asking clients about value is that they will tell you and you will know. Now, the second reason is that clients, everybody in fact, likes to be consistent. They like to do what they say they're going to do. So if a client tells you what the value of the project is, you can be pretty certain that that's what they're actually going to stick to through the life of the assignment. That's how they're going to explain the investment that they're making in you to themselves. And that gives you a common yardstick following all the way through the project. And the third reason is that, as you know, there are always conversations that take place after the conversation you have with the client. If you're talking to a business owner, he might go home and talk to his wife, or he might talk to other directors, or he just might talk to other colleagues down the club and say, I'm thinking of doing this, what do you think? Well, if he's rehearsed his reasons and the value that he's getting with you, it's likely that when he explains it to other people, that's the explanation he's going to use. So three reasons. One is you'll know. The second reason is that the client will know and will probably stick to it. And the third reason is if you get the client to articulate it, that's how they're going to explain it to somebody else. You're effectively rehearsing them.